What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I am your host, Reckless Rex Ruger, along with the Nicaraguan Nightmare, the Alexis Arguello puppet, who should need no introduction, but I'll give him one anyway.
And I'm your other host, Frank Benji's, back with another episode.
Yeah, and back with a banger. At least I hope it's going to be a banger, man. And, obviously if our audience watches, man, they know we're big nickname guys. So our guest today, man, I'm definitely going to be probing him about his nickname because it sounds very intriguing. I got to find out exactly what it means. And he's here now, so fuck it. We'll find out straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Get into the important stuff right away. That's how you got to do it, man. You got to get into the important meat and potato stuff. Mason, how's it going?
Hello.
We lost him. We lost your camera.
Oh, it's coming back. Hold on.
There he is.
There he goes.
Mason. Mason, I'm glad you're on here, and I'm glad that you're happy because I want to get to the important shit right away. And the important shit is me and Benji's are big ones on nicknames. And I gotta get to the bottom of Rock Hard Mighty because it really sounds like you should be a Chippendale dancer or maybe in a Magic Mike movie. What's Rock Hard Mighty mean?
In my early ages, I was a star on Pornhub.
Okay, that solves it.
No, man. No, people ask me that all the time, man. People ask me that all the time. I was always when I was young and stuff growing up, I was always in good shape. But like when I was real young, like 8, 9, people would call me Mighty May.
Okay.
Like Mighty Mouse, Mighty May. And then when I went pro, we was having trouble coming up with just like a name.
Yeah.
And then it was my third pro fight. Matter of fact, the first fight I ever lost, my third pro fight at home. The ring announcer that told my trainer at the time, he was like, they were gonna call me Mighty Mason MENARD. And he was like, hold on, I got something even better. Wait till you hear it when I come. So when I came out, he announced it. Rock Hard, Mighty Mason MENARD, and that's how that came about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because when you're looking at it and you read it phonetically, it just looks like Rock Hard Mighty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do gotta say that.
I like that Pornhub bit though.
I did like the Pornhub. Yeah, the Pornhub. Yeah, I know the Pornhub bit. I feel like I don't want to cop to the fact that it had me going for a minute, but full disclosure, it did. I mean,
no, I was. You had me. I was all ears. I was like, really?
I had your sold on it, huh?
Yeah. I was about to say the hell with talking about any boxing, man. I want to hear more about that.
If I'd have left you on that, I'd have had to go check y'all Google search after.
I would have been typing your name up. So first of all, I got to ask, a couple of guys right now whose names are bandied about in the boxing world, and you've been in the ring with both of them, Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. These are guys that are getting like a lot of coverage in the junior welterweight division. Are these two guys, in your opinion, right now? And I don't know how much you still follow the sport, but are these the two best guys right now at 140?
Oh yeah, I still follow it. I still follow it hard. Once you're in boxing, man, you can't get out of it.
Your life.
But yeah, I follow both of them. I actually picked both of them to beat Lomachenko. People was like, "No, you crazy." I'm like, man, I'm telling you, I fought both. I know I didn't fight Lomo. But Lomo's size is too small. If not, if they were fighting him at a smaller weight, at 126 or 130, Lomo's gonna be hard to beat. At 35, then boys start being too big for him.
Right.
And that's what set the fight apart, was their size.
Yeah.
We've actually said that on this show in the past, that Loma did his best work more at 126, 130.
Lighter. Yeah.
His frame's just too small,
Yeah. Now, what's post-boxing life been like for you, man? Like, I thought I read on your Facebook page that you're doing the real estate thing.
I got a couple rentals.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a couple rentals. I just started. Matter of fact, I just started an amateur program.
It's your own gym? You've got your own gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just started that up. I got a few little guys that look pretty good around here that I'm gonna be trying to move along, and we'll see where that goes. But I just started that. Um, People keep asking me, man, you gonna fight again and stuff. That them
Well,
injuries,
I feel like you're on the precipice of getting ready to say something.
no, it's injuries and then life itself. I got 6 kids, so
Yeah.
it gets a little. I'm a stay-at-home dad as well. My youngest one just turned a year old, and then I have a 2.5-year-old. So like they stay home 20, all the time. So I'm stuck home when my wife's
Right.
at work,
Right.
and I'm home with them. And then with the weather like it is, I can't just take them outside. It's too cold over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're in upstate New York, man. We know all about cold up here too.
Yeah. So it makes it a little difficulty for me to train like I want. But I started an amateur program, and if some fires back up and I get the time to get in it, I might do it again. And then again, I may not. It's still one of them things that are iffy.
Right. Now, where does your wife stand on that? Like about you potentially fighting again? Because obviously, certainly we know, especially me and Benji's here, as married guys, sometimes you want to keep peace and harmony in the house. How does your wife feel about about possibly dipping your toe back into fighting?
She supports me no matter what I do.
There you go. Good woman.
Yes. Very good woman. Like she said, she gives her input on it. She would rather me not fight. She said, but don't ever let me stop just because I don't want you to.
Right.
If you feel like you want to and you need to, she said, go do it. But don't feel like you need to, as in for the sake of the money. Do it for yourself.
Right.
So that's where we at with that. So
now
I live a comfortable life, so I don't have to go out and fight for money like I used to.
Right. And that's a good place to be. It is.
Yeah, great place to be.
It is a great place to be. And so, like, you're going back to Devin Haney. When you're fighting Devin Haney, what year did you fight Devin?
Just got off a major shoulder surgery, so 2017, I believe it was.
Okay, so this was going back like several years. So when you're in the ring with him, obviously now he's one of those guys that's put his name into the mix of being like, the quote unquote, the face of boxing right now. Were you able to tell that? What was your assessment of his skills way back when you fought him?
So I had a buddy of mine, Clay Burns, that was one of my sparring partners. Okay. And he had fought Devin, and I watched a little film on it, and he had touched Devin a couple times. But I was coming off 15 months off shoulder surgery. And, it was pitched, if you catch this kid one time, and Clay had fought him probably like 4 or 5 fights before I didn't have fought him. So he gotten a little better and stuff. But, man, his speed and range is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have had that shoulder surgery and I would have been, when I fought Bernardo and Baja, feeling like I was feeling with them.
Yeah.
Not saying I beat him, not saying any of that, but I make it a more interesting fight.
Yeah.
Because the kid is good.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that, and I tell them that. Just like when he just beat Regis, I said, man, he's gonna spank Regis.
Yeah.
Regis is too flat-footed and don't have no boxing ability. They were like, oh, Lomo was sending them left hands, and Haney, Regis is big and he's gonna get to him. If he lands them left, I said, man, he's not gonna let him land them left hands.
Now were you rooting for Regis because he is a Louisiana guy also?
Well, I don't really root for nobody. I just give my picks, Okay. I keep it real. I mean, I like Regis. He's from New Orleans. I've been to camp over there with Bobby Benton and them in Houston with him. I like him, but let's be realistic. I didn't see him beating Devin Haney at all. And Haney's one of them guys that it's easier said than getting in there and getting it done with him. You think you're gonna land on him?
Yeah,
he's just hard to hit. He's a big guy.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
I want to ask you, talking about Haney, and you said like his range and his ability. Do you think that carries him to a Crawford fight? And do you think he has the ability to beat Crawford?
Man, Crawford. Look, I fought Crawford in the amateurs too. That was my last amateur fight against Crawford.
Yeah.
Crawford been doing that switching stuff since amateur days.
Yeah.
And I think he's just gotten even better and better. Crawford's a scary man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's one of them guys that you gotta watch yourself with him. So right now, if Haney and him would fight, I would have to go Crawford. I don't think Haney's ready for that. I think he needs another fight or two at 40. See how he does. If he can get a Teofimo fight or that other guy Matisse's or if he can prove something against them two, then we can talk Crawford. But right now, Crawford's kind of just in his own lane.
It is crazy too, because you think, man. I mean, he fought Errol Spence, man, and he, you were talking about the switching. He literally fought and beat him down from the southpaw stance. Crazy.
He's evenly either way he fights, and that's the scary part. Yeah. I've switched before in fights where I've went southpaw, but I know better than my southpaw is not as nearly up to par as my right hand. I could do it.
Right.
I can do it. Man, am I still there?
Yeah, just not your camera.
There's no video.
Yeah.
If you click off and like go look at a message or whatever, if you're not actually in there, it won't stay up.
Do we still got him audio?
Oh, we lost them all together.
I don't know if we did or not. Did we? No, we didn't lose them all together, I don't think. He's still showing him in there, right?
Yeah, but remember when it shows them in there and then I could come back in again and they'll still have me in there?
That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, I just sent him the invite again. Folks, you know how we do it at Off the Couch Boxing. No slick tricks, no editing. No any of that stuff. But if you guys are here in the middle of this, we got our man, Mason Menard. Thank God he shed some light on the Rock Hard Mighty thing. Had me going for a second there with the although looking at pictures of him online, though, dude, I do kind of see that, though, man, because I'll tell you what, man, he did get into some pretty sick shape, man. I mean, scary shape.
I hope he comes back, man. I had some more shit to ask him. I don't want to stop the interview and start over.
I know. Well, we'll get him back in here. I sent him the link again, so I think we'll get him back in here. But in the meantime, though, we should let people know, man, that as of us recording this episode today, January 6th, and this will obviously be old news by the time this episode comes up, man, but good card tonight again, too, man. Seeing the return of Virgil Ortiz versus Frederick Lawson. Seeing one of my favorite guys, Arnold Barboza Jr. tonight. Also seeing
there he goes back. Yeah. He's back.
He's back. I knew we'd get him back in here.
Yeah.
You can't keep a good man down.
My whole phone, right? My whole phone just shut off, man. I don't know what the hell happened.
Wow, so that's pretty quick. You got back in here pretty damn fast, though, man. It was almost like people were going to be subjected to listening to me and him small talk. We were praying you were coming back in. Go ahead.
I was doing my best.
No, wait. Now that you're back, these were on my mind, and I wanted to ask you them before we got away from talking about Louisiana. So Lil Wayne's the GOAT?
Lil Wayne over here?
Yeah.
Louisiana talk, yeah. Real down south, Boosie.
Yeah.
Boosie.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
It's something,
but for the state of Louisiana, Wayne's that dude overall.
Yeah.
But real down south is Boosie.
And
really?
and on that Lil Wayne subject, what's up with the whole Birdman that he was little sugar in the tank or something, or that ain't true?
Shit, you asking the wrong person that.
I was just saying,
know?
you from down there. I don't know if you got the inside scoop. I'm a big Wayne fan.
No,
I
I see the same thing you see posted on social medias.
Yeah.
Oh, did we lose him again?
Yeah, he left that time though.
I don't think he meant to, though. Well, we're having technical difficulties here, man. Keeping my man Mason Menard in here, man. I mean, jeez. Didn't even give us a goodbye that time, man. But he did verify. We'll catch people up to speed here, man. Down south, Little Wayne is the man in Louisiana. That he copped to, man. But
Boosie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm lost, man. I don't even know what the fuck we were even talking about or who Boozy even is.
You don't know Boosie Badass?
No.
He's an older guy. Been in the game a while.
He's been in the game. Okay. Well, how the hell do I not know him then?
He's been in the game a while.
But of course, don't use me as the measuring stick for your cultural references because, you know, I'm about to be 51 years old here. So, you know, that shouldn't. We got him back in now, don't we? Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Man,
he doesn't even know who Boosie is.
And when she calls, it kicks me out every time.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right, man. And that's the good thing about this show is we don't edit anything, man. We just sit here and blabber while you're gone until you come back in. So,
okay.
Yeah.
There's no, you know what? There's no crying in podcasting. None.
No.
The show goes on, man. The show goes on.
I understand.
So I gotta ask.
No, wait. Don't go.
Go ahead.
I got one more Louisiana question.
Hit him with it.
And it's about Katrina, man. Were you down there for that? What was that like?
No,
like, that had to be the scariest thing ever.
No, it hit more towards New Orleans.
Okay.
And I think when it came, man, that's been what that was 2007, was it?
That was a long time ago. But
six or seven, somewhere around there. I think we went to Texas, and when we got back, our stuff wasn't terrible.
Oh, that's good.
No, it was New Orleans that caught it bad, and that's why like Regis Prograis left and went to Houston.
Yeah. Now how did you get into boxing, man? Like, were you a guy that got in a lot of fights as a kid? How did you find out that you wanted to gravitate towards this sport?
Family.
Oh, you had family involved in it?
My dad boxed.
Okay.
And my uncle boxed. My older brother was in boxing. So when he was in it, I was like 6 years old, and I'd go to the gym from time to time. And it's not like I was doing boxing stuff. I'd go play over there.
Right.
And then when I got 8, I had some friends that were a little bit older than me that I'd already started, because you got to be 8. And I was like, man, I'm going to come, because I was always an athletic person. I played all sports. I'm like, man, I'm going to come. And I went, and I just got in it, and I was good, and I just ran with it.
When you say play all sports, though, like, was there one that you were particularly good at or known for?
Everything I played, I was that guy.
Wow, just like us, Benjis.
Yeah, I actually not to like be like sound chauvinistic or whatever, but like I'm kind of the same way, dude. Whatever sport I start playing, I'm just kind of good at it.
Yeah.
Like even if it's golf, like I
don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about saying you're naturally athletic. I pick up sports quick too.
Yeah, and then when I got to like about 13, I stopped playing all the other sports. Because of the see down here, I don't know about, it might happen everywhere, but parents get involved, like become coaches. Yeah. And they pick their kids.
They ruin
not saying
kids.
Their kids wasn't good.
Yeah.
They're I mean, I'm not trying to be that way, but their kids couldn't outshine me, and I just hated that. Matter of fact, my best sport was probably baseball. My dad thought I was gonna go pro, like take that route with baseball, but in the baseball route, I'd always played shortstop. Every year since I started till that final year when I made All-Stars, they wanted to put me at center field. And I've never played center field. They were like, could you speed? Because I was always faster than everybody.
Yeah.
I was real fast. And I was like, well, I wouldn't have to run and go get the balls if y'all son would stop them in the infield. You know, it just makes sense. Anybody can catch a pop fly.
Yeah.
You know
shortstop is tough, man. Like, you
Yeah.
know, that's a special position right there. That takes special talent.
And when we started losing, and I was playing center field, I was like, man, I quit. I said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm going to a sport where I can kind of do on my own. Like, it's just me. I don't have to rely on. I hated to lose.
And I'm glad you brought that up too about the favoritism.
You and me were similar kids, Mason. We were similar kids, man.
I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there like that that hate to
similar
lose.
kids, man.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, you know, that story is symptomatic of everywhere you go, though. You know, as soon as these parents get involved, you make a good point. Suddenly, it's all about plugging their kids into all the cream of the crop positions, and they might not be the best ones suited for the job, but they stick them in there anyway.
Yeah. You know, and I know they volunteering their time, and kudos to them, but like me as a parent, I don't have I have a stepson, but I don't have an actual biological son, and he's just 7. He's just starting to play sports, but I'm not a coach or anything. But if I had a kid that stood out and was pretty good, and they had somebody better than him, then he's just gonna have to sit the background. You know what I mean? I play to win, and that's how you're supposed to play. Is play to win, and they just play because they feel like they want their kid to get that shine, and that's not how it's supposed to go.
Amen to that.
You ever see the movie Coach Carter? In that movie, he makes his son work twice as hard as every other kid.
It's an example. And so who was that guy for you when you got into boxing? Everybody seems to have that guy they put up on the pedestal, you know what I mean, that they kind of look up to. Did you have that guy?
Oh, as in like a professional that was already pro that I was
that you kind of looked up to? Yeah.
No,
I
didn't. No, I really didn't.
Nobody to look up to. How you just kind of
we actually hear that quite often, honestly. We hear that a lot.
A couple guys have come on here and said that they thought that it was better to not look up to somebody and kind of carve their own path. Is that kind of the mindset for you?
Yeah. Because you know, and I see this a lot since when Mayweather was fighting, and I seen some guys that had true talent, but they try to mimic him so bad they get beat because you trying to do that shoulder roll shit and it don't work for you.
Right.
You're not Floyd Mayweather. So like, that's the thing that I try to teach these kids. Like, you can pick up pieces of stuff and try stuff from other fight, but don't try to mimic a fighter.
Right.
And I was never one to be like, okay, I'm gonna fight like him. Nah, I'm me. I'm gonna fight like me. I'm gonna make my own way. Right. And that's the way it's supposed to be.
So with that being said, out of the guys that are currently fighting right now, you know, I know you mentioned earlier that there's nobody that you really root for or you're a fan of, but are there any guys in the sport right now that you do kind of keep a keen eye on, or you like the moves that they're making or what they're doing?
As in like the top guys right now?
Yeah.
You know, I kind of watch and I watch as much as I can on TV. When the fights come on, if I can watch them, I watch them. And I usually just keep up on BoxRec a lot. I go on there to see what they did. I know they fighting tonight and I can't watch it. If I'm still up, I'll go check to see what they done, and then I'll go look on like you know, they post everything on social media now after who won and whatnot. And I try to see what I thought about the fight, how it would go, and if it goes that way and stuff like that. But as far as for like singling out anybody, no, I just kind of pay attention to everybody in all the weight classes.
I will be trying.
Well, hey man, one we got coming up is we got Beterbiev and Callum Smith coming next Saturday, and I saw a post on Facebook today on one of the boxing groups. A guy had a parlay ticket, and the other picks were all right, but he had Callum Smith beating Beterbiev, and I commented, had to tell him, you might as well burn $60 because that ain't hitting.
Yeah, but you never know though. Callum Smith is good.
Listen, that's one thing you gotta love about boxing. You never fucking know.
I know.
You know, you just don't know. Just like with the big heavyweight card they just had in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Dude. I think it was 8 fights total on the card. I think I hit 4 out of 8.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I couldn't believe Makhmudov got knocked out.
Yeah, Makhmudov, Wilder didn't win. Big Baby didn't win. Oh, well, do you remember which fights you didn't hit on?
Yeah, but that's some of them that you the three right there. Yeah. You know, I didn't really know much about that Mac guy. the Russian that
Yeah.
got stopped.
Yeah.
Makhmudov.
Makhmudov, yeah.
But I went by. I go cross reference a little bit on BoxRec, and I was like, man, he could punch. He might get this cat out. I don't really know too much about neither one of them. I never watched neither one of them, so I just went off of that pick there. And dude, he got in the ring. I'm like, dude, that dude is intimidating.
Yeah.
Scary.
I know.
Dude at a bar or something, bro. You ain't messing with that dude.
No, he's terrifying.
But he just didn't have it. What was his reasoning? He didn't have it. That dude schooled him.
Yeah.
Then Wilder, it's kind of hard to pick anybody against Wilder besides Fury. I always pick Fury.
Yeah, me too.
That's the only person I really picked against Wilder, I believe. And in this fight, I was like, man, if he catches Parker, he should lay him out. Dude, he didn't even throw a right hand, and when he threw it like this.
I know. You know what?
Do you believe that even despite getting sat down twice in the first fight, that Fury still won the first fight between the two of them? Because I do.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Easily. And do you think
I don't know how they got that a draw, but hey, so be it.
And do you think Wilder, you mentioned him kind of coming up short with the punches, man? I don't know. You've been in the ring, obviously, so you've got a different perspective, obviously. But do you think Wilder just ever since his showdowns with Fury just seems like he's maybe a shot fighter? Just took a lot out of him.
It's a possibility that them 3 fights took it out of him. And listen, it might have took something out of Fury too, because listen, he not discrediting the UFC fight. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Francis.
Yeah. So he let him clip him and win a split decision in 10 rounds. Now I didn't watch the fight, but I thought he was just gonna outbox the brakes off of him. And man, Wilder might have took a little bit out of him too.
Yeah,
because he got dropped in every fight, I believe, against Wilder.
Yeah.
He come up off the ground.
If you didn't watch the Ngannou fight, I did watch it, and I'm here to tell you that Fury got dropped, but for the rest of the fight, Ngannou wasn't really landing on him.
No, he didn't win. He didn't win. I think a lot of people led with their hearts because they like Ngannou's backstory. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Fury really did win the fight, though. I mean, outside of the knockdown and a couple of good shots,
I thought he was just gonna pepper him.
Yeah.
To not even let people say, "Oh, he was in the fight." I thought he was gonna pepper him.
Yeah. Now, now I'm glad you brought that fight up. Because we're seeing these.
I was going to go the same way.
Yeah, we're seeing these hybrid matches with boxer versus MMA guy, or even a step further, we're seeing these YouTubers fight now. Do you think ultimately these fights are good for boxing, or do you hate these?
Wait, we got a new one: Blueface versus NLE Chopper. 2 rounds.
Yeah, I seen that the other day. I seen that the other day. It's a sticky question, because I mean everybody's got to have their own opinion on it. I believe it's bringing more people to watch it.
Yeah,
especially like Jake Paul. A lot of people will get this YouTuber, but man, he's getting these. Who's that woman that fights on them? What's her name? Serrano.
She's
getting paid jack.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like she's getting a lot of money that women boxing never seen.
Yeah.
Everybody that's fighting with him is getting paid.
They are.
And guess what? Boxing is a business. Let's get paid. I love it. You know what I mean? If you bring in fighters more money, how can you hate on that? And listen, just because look, you get paid on what you bring to the table. He's got a big following. So what if he's getting $1 million to fight somebody?
Right.
Look at again, Amanda Serrano. She got $1 million something to fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She probably ain't never seen more than probably about 20K for a fight.
I know. You're right. Yeah.
Like, how can you go against that? You can't, man. Like, I know it's a little far-fetched. They're like, oh, we fight a real boxer. Man, how you think real boxers come up? We fight bums.
Right.
Yeah.
If you got to get your feet wet in there. You got to fight a couple bums off the gate. And then, unless you're a Lomo Chico, 380-1, you know what I mean? Then, you don't fight a bum.
Right.
But all of us, Terrence Crawford, even though he was an amateur standout, he fought a couple not so swifty guys in the pros. You got to do that.
I want to say, because he brought up women, like the women boxers, Amanda Serrano and stuff. What do you think about Clarissa Shields going on record and like saying that she'll knock out Jake Paul or knock out this one or that one. That seems farcical to me.
Y'all
But she's
didn't see
confident.
y'all didn't see the video where she got dropped in spoiler?
No, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
But
mean,
she
listen,
still continues.
yeah. So women and men, that's two different. You
I know.
what I mean? Like,
You talk about
he
sticky.
believes it. Hey, more props to it. But what guy's really gonna want to get in there and fight with her
And hurt her for real.
and then now what they look like a douchebag. Now you knocked out a woman. What you got off of that?
It really is. It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose situation for a guy.
It really is. Like, what do? You go around and brag that you beat a woman, and then if for some reason you get a thumb in the eye or some fluke, and you lose, then you're the laughing stock.
It's funny. We're talking about the handicap jobber, basically man versus woman. So we just saw that 80-year-old dude fight. Did you see that Scott England, that 80-year-old dude that fought?
How the hell does that get sanctioned?
Hey, props to him. He had the nuts to get in there and do it, man. Listen, it must have been a lifelong dream, and I'm guessing he probably got his pockets are probably full of money, so something he wanted to do. He spent the money to get things done, and he went in there. And he got beat by an 0-6 guy, but listen, he got in there and he boxed.
Well, my question to you is,
did you freeze?
Yeah, he froze.
He froze right in the middle of his question.
He must be in the snow.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, you froze up, man. But so while we're waiting for him to come back, are there any fights that you wanted in your career that didn't come to fruition? You know, obviously you've got names on your resume, but are there any guys who you really wanted to fight with and they just didn't happen?
I just kind of took it as it came. I fought now, right then and there. They were just at that stepping stone to get to where they at. But I fought two of the biggest names in boxing right now.
Yeah.
Right before they made it. Like I was that guy. They had to beat both of them to kind of like put them on that level. And then I should have took it. I wish I wouldn't have took him when I did take him.
Yeah.
But again, at the time in life, money, I needed some money. Not necessarily needed, but it was nice to make that, a little bit more money than what I was used to making.
Yeah.
And, them kind of not being battle tested, was kind of like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and jump. Like Devin Haney was off a 15-month surgery, for my shoulder. I should have came back and fought a bum, test the shoulder out.
Yeah.
And, and then get a decent fight and then take a fight like that. And I didn't. I jumped straight back into it because two reasons. Like I have big nuts. I don't care. I'll fight whoever.
Yeah.
And then, along with a little bit of money to come with it, I needed the money. So I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Right. I respect that.
But if I win, then I'm on a whole now I'm gonna really get paid. That's the way I looked at it, and I went for it,
Right. Go ahead, Bengz. You locked in.
Yeah. Now that I'm back, I want to ask. I'm not gonna go back to the 0-6 guy, but I want to ask you. Like you said, you fought those guys, and like kind of like they had to beat you to prove they were good enough to fight. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way or anything, but I'm just curious to know: have you ever heard the term gatekeeper? And do you feel like that's something that you would like to be or not like to be referred to?
No, that don't bother me. That's boxing talk. It's boxing talk. So to say I'm a gatekeeper, right? No, because I'd have to keep on and fight these guys. But I was borderline, basically. Yeah, I mean, you could call it that because now that I think about it and sit back on some of these other guys, like the Emmanuel Tagwell fight, which I thought was at least a draw. People back home thought I won, and then that's fine.
Yeah.
Some people may have thought I lost a little bit, and that's fine. It was a very close fight, but he landed the Ryan Garcia fight after that.
Right.
Beltran, when I lost to Beltran, he fought for a world title fight. Like 2 fights after or whatever. So I know I was knocking right there. So yeah, and so to say, I was that gatekeeper. If I won, I'd be in their shoes. But I lost, so they got the bigger fights.
Now who was the toughest opponent? A lot of times, we ask guys that toughest opponent, who hits you the hardest, and sometimes it's not always the answer that you would think. Like people might look at your resume and see Haney and see Teofimo on there, but sometimes it's a completely different answer and it's something that we don't expect. Who was the toughest opponent on your resume?
Toughest. Devin Haney, I can't quote unquote say toughest, but like I just couldn't get to him, man.
Yeah.
People was like, all you had to do was let your hands go. I'm like, yeah, it's easy to say just let your hands go when that jab's peppering you from 8 foot away and wow, you don't even see it.
Right.
You go to throw and then boom, you blindside. You're like, where the hell that came from? And it's a straight jab. Bow.
Yeah.
And then when you do throw, he's gone. You swinging that air.
Right.
Mentally, that's frustrating. That'll drain you.
Of course.
Every fan is an armchair professional.
Every guy is an armchair professional. They always want to tell you how easy it is, and what you got to do. Let your hands go.
And that's some guys back this way when Haney fought Regis, they was like, man, he didn't even swing. Like, dude, it's easier said than done. Haney, and then he went up. Like I told him, I said, listen, he's going up to 40. He's gonna be bigger. He's gonna be stronger. He's not gonna be weight drained like he was at 35 for the Lomo fight. I said, because if he'd have felt like he did for that Regis fight for the Lomo, even though he made 35, Lomo don't win them later rounds. That's why he lost them later rounds, is because that gas and he can't move like he wants to. It makes a difference.
And now, do you like these weight clauses, or are these hydration clauses? Because obviously, we saw in that fight that you're talking about, we saw Haney make 140 and then come in on fight night 165. Yeah.
Listen, I get both sides, man. Like, hey, if he made the sacrifices to do that and get down and blow up like that, and he can fight good like that, so be it, bro. I mean, like, it's one of those things. Like, he made the weight.
Yeah.
And if they change rules in boxing, then you got to weigh in that morning. That would or you can only hydrate 10 pounds. That would cause fighters to go to different weight classes.
Right.
Yeah.
So with the rules that it is right now,
same day weight.
Huh?
You think they should go back to same day weight?
I mean, it don't really matter to me. If you want more fair fights where your guys ain't gonna be a ton bigger than the other ones, then yeah. Because when you got 24-hour rehydration and you have no clause to say you can only gain up to 10 pounds, these guys like Haney, dude, he come on 25 more pounds bigger, and and then Regis, he was still probably 10 to 12 pounds bigger than Regis, who was a natural 140 pounder.
Right.
But then you got people that go on record and say, oh, like Tank Davis is like not respectable for saying Garcia can't come back at 165 and pound him. You know what I mean? Like what's where do you give is my point. Like it's either we put the clause on like Tank does, but then people say like you're pussy basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Again, that's boxing, bro. Boxing.
Yeah. It's all you can chalk it up to, right? Yeah, it's all you can chalk it up to. Now, you're a pretty candid guy, though. You're a pretty honest guy, so I don't think you'll mind me asking this. Obviously, the Teofimo Lopez fight, it did not go your way. What was it that happened that night? Was Teofimo just extremely good, or did you have stuff going on that maybe people weren't aware of?
No, he clocked me. He clocked me. Yeah, he beat me to the punch. And, with that right hand, as we've seen in multiple of his fights, he catches you. You know what I mean? When he fought Comey for the IBF, was it the IBF? Yeah. The IBF, right?
Yep.
I had some buddies. They were picking Teo, but they were thinking like, 6'8". Like Common was gonna give him the business, like or go the distance with him. I was like, man, he clips him in two, I believe I said, and that's what Brownie clipped him in.
Yeah.
I said, dude, Tommy's just one dimensional. He will time him and throw that overhand right and clip him. And sure enough, he threw that right and clipped him.
Was Teofimo better than you thought? We might have lost him there.
Let's see.
Oh, no, he's still there.
Maybe it's just choppy.
Yeah.
It was another phone call. Is my face there? It's showing no.
Nah.
If
you're in the Google Meet app, actually.
You
got to put all the things there.
Now, so was Teofimo?
Somebody called me again.
So did Teofimo do anything that surprised you at all, or did he do exactly what you prepared for?
Yeah, I thought, I thought it'd have been a better. He just caught me, man. He caught me, and people ask me, man, he hits hard. Like when you get caught like that, you don't know. It takes rounds to see if they really hit hard. Like, you gotta take some of their punches, not just one shot and clip you.
Right.
He just caught me on the button. And if you get caught on the button, it's just one of them things where you go night.
Yeah.
People ask me, so Beltran fight, I took on a 3 weeks notice. I was 160 pounds. So I was just training to lose weight for that fight. I didn't train to fight that. I trained to lose weight, to make weight. And after the first round, my legs went out from under me.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have like excruciating power. Like he had some pop, don't get me wrong, but like he just didn't have like that one punch knockout.
Right.
And you can get that out of guys if you fight several rounds, and that's where I don't know about. Obviously, he got good power, T.O., because he's got a good knockout percentage.
Right.
But because he clipped me so early, I can't say, well, he does got that brutal power when he hits you. You feel it to your feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how do you keep your
rock? No, wait. What we're talking about, Teofimo, he's slated to fight beginning of February against Jermaine Ortiz.
Yeah.
How you see that fight going? Because I see a lot of people saying that Ortiz might be a sleeper.
Yeah. He was a big 135. He fought Lomachenko. He had a good amateur background. A matter of fact, him and T.O. fought in amateurs.
Yep.
And it's hard. What Jermaine Ortiz really did, besides, nobody really knew him before after he fought Lomo. He caught a little recognition after that. But again, Lomo at 35, anybody with good size that can
beat him. Yeah.
Lomo beat him and came off I believe a long layoff, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I think T.O. beats him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to get bet against T.O. at this point in his career.
Yeah, it is, because when he went up to 40 and he fought them two guys, that wasn't big names, good records, but not real. Nobody really knew him. He didn't do that great, and I was like, man, maybe that fight took it out of him, and it might have, but that might have gained his confidence. But Taylor had to be drained. Taylor looked like complete trash, but T.O. always seems like he fights just enough or above whatever fighter he's fighting.
I agree.
To beat him. So if he fights a lower level fighter, he becomes a lower level guy. But when
he fights up and down to his competition. Yeah.
Yeah, but he gets the job done. The Kambosos was a surprise. Life stings, and that weight cut, like I keep telling people, that weight cut is a mug. If you gotta cut that much, he should have never fought Kambosos in the first place. He was a huge 135.
Yeah,
he should have just jumped up to 40, and that was his mistake.
I agree.
With the life things he had going on with that weight cut, and the overlooking Kambosos, because you can. When have you ever seen Teofimo come out like that and just gun it? He was just trying to knock him out.
Yeah, right.
And he got surprised, and then after that, he got beat.
Yeah.
Well, I think because you brought up Kambosos, I'm curious to ask you. The last fight I remember from Kambosos is Maxie Hughes. And I don't know if you caught that fight or heard
I
anything
watched it.
about it, but man, I watched it all the way through. And come on, man,
They robbed poor Maxie. They robbed him.
man.
Yeah, they robbed him.
That did not go that way.
Listen,
Although I'm also
listen.
the same guy. I'm also the same guy who thinks that Loma kind of got robbed against Haney. So I mean, you know.
Now, listen, that was a very close fight.
Very.
I actually, I scored it 115-113 for Haney.
Okay.
But I could see a draw easily because I like something he did that round. That was a very close round that you might have said Lomo got that round.
Right.
Over 12 rounds. How many rounds did Haney clearly win? No.
Yeah.
Like clearly.
Yeah.
How many rounds did Lomo clearly win? 3, right?
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah. Towards
Clearly.
the end. Yeah.
Now you got 10 rounds that are who you gonna
Really
pick?
up in the air. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, man, say a robbery? No, because the judges' scores were pretty good. You know, now if they'd have said 117, 111, okay, no, you lost your mind.
Yeah.
You lost your mind. What were you watching?
Yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly. And me and him have had this. That's my pops. And me and him have had this conversation a whole hell of a lot of times because I had it 115, 113 Loma, and so did he. But I tell him,
and I could see
you know, to lift 4 belts from the incumbent champion, you got to be pretty dominant. You know, and
I think so.
Wasn't that dominant.
No,
so I could have seen 115, 113 either way.
Yeah,
or
correct. Correct. Whatever they judged it, 115, 113, I could see that all day long.
Absolutely.
Either fight.
Yeah.
Either fight. So to say a robbery, no, but to say, listen, I really thought he won the fight. Okay, I understand that and I respect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, what was the key to keeping the rock hard body, man? The rock hard, mighty body down in Louisiana with all that good fucking Creole food and all that fried food. How the hell do you do it?
Come on, man. I got to get down to Louisiana. No,
I know. We're missing the party, man. We got to get down for like Mardi Gras or something.
I don't eat none of that, man.
No?
No. I just
crawfish?
even though I'm not. No, I don't even like ball crawfish.
No,
I couldn't eat that either. Though. Come on, I couldn't eat that.
I couldn't either, man.
I couldn't do it.
Ball crawfish, ball crabs, gumbo, rice and gravies, things of that sort that we're known for.
Yeah,
I don't really touch.
No sausage gravy and biscuits.
Nah, man. I'm a sweets guy.
Oh, there we go. There's the Achilles heel there.
Yeah, I'm a sweets guy, man. Put a Mardi Gras king cake in front of me, a large one, and I'll knock it down.
And now you talked about possibly fighting again. So you wouldn't be opposed to the idea of let's say one of these gimmick fights. Let's say how come not you versus a blue face, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, these guys they taking on people that's gonna probably give them a better viewing. You know what I mean? I've been away from the sport for a little while. I had a decent viewing, following, should I say? I had a decent following, and you know, especially after I knocked out Yuri Bernardo, dude. I had people from the UK message me. I had to do my phone went crazy for 2 weeks straight. But would they pick me for a fight like that? No.
They did just pick up. Well, who the hell was that guy that Jake Paul just picked where he said he wanted to fight a reputable boxer? I don't know where the hell he found that guy. He must have found him at the bottom of the box rec list. I don't know where that guy. I don't even. I mean, come on. That's very tongue in cheek. I'm going to fight a real boxer.
That's what I try to explain to people. I'm like, dude, y'all Ryan Jake. Oh, he needs to fight a real boxer, dude. That 10-1 guy that he fought was what you would consider a real boxer.
Right? Yeah.
Even though he's fought all bums and he's trash.
Yeah.
He's a real boxer.
Yeah, you can't argue with that, I guess.
So him fighting Nate Diaz and Anderson Silva was way better than a real deal boxer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I feel like some of those guys are just signing on though to collect the bag though, aren't they? I mean, come on. They have to be.
Right. People ask me, you think people take dives? I mean, me as a fighter, no, I ain't taking a dive.
Right.
But that's just me. Not saying these other guys, hey, look, I don't know what goes on the side in private messaging. And to me, if something like that would go on, somebody would have said something. Oh, I was paid to take a fall later on in life. Nobody's ever did that. Nobody's never come out that fought Mayweather or whoever 20 years ago and comes out and says, oh, I was paid an extra $100K to take a dive or extra $2 million to take a dive. Nobody's ever came out and said that.
Come on, man. We saw him in the atrium there in the Turning Stone Casino. He was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. We live right in the backyard of the Hall of Fame. You see him, man, in the flesh in front of you. He's the GOAT, man. Like, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at that guy, man.
Floyd. Is he the GOAT?
Yeah.
Is he the GOAT, though?
I mean, it's hard to argue he's not.
It is hard.
He's not, exactly.
Listen, I know a lot of people, oh, but, he actually lost 2 or 3 times. He should have, but he didn't lose. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day.
Fight that the judges seen something that, and maybe they were paid. I don't know. But just because it was a close fight don't mean he got beat. He went in there and dominated him. Nobody.
Bro,
Are you intrigued?
The only time he ever went down was and he didn't technically, but you could argue against Zab Judah, his glove hit the floor.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, he never went down.
And then he came back and spanked Zab Judah, in the last half of the fight. And he got the win.
And now what about this? And what about this rematch at the end of the year that he's going to have with Pacquiao that's being billed as an exhibition, but I can't see.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, I seen something about it, but I blew that off because like so many people's been.
I know.
And when they made that fight, matter of fact, my uncle he hated Floyd Mayweather, and like I just keep it real. Like I'm not a quote unquote fan of nobody, but like I just keep it boxing. And I was like, dude, Pacquiao can't beat him. He's like, what you mean? He's faster. I said, no, he's not. Oh, why is them coming? Floyd Mayweather's from here to jab or 1-2 is quicker than Pacquiao has that looping first shot.
Yeah.
His 2, 3, 4 is quick.
Yeah.
But his initial takeoff is not quicker.
Yeah.
He can't beat Mayweather with that.
Yeah.
Mayweather sees that.
Yeah, he does. He seems to see everything.
Yeah, he does. And if they run it back again, if that's the quote unquote exhibition, man, he don't get out the gym. Pacquiao's been off, and Pacquiao, shall I say, he's something over there in the Philippines.
Yeah, he's been doing the political thing. Yeah, senator or something. Yeah.
When you start doing that, man, you that takes a toll on you too.
Yeah.
You're not 100% focused for boxing. So again, I don't care. I still don't see him beat Mayweather.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you see a lot of the social media stuff,
but I just don't see it.
It seems like you see a lot of the social media stuff. Did you see Blueface and Floyd Mayweather sparring?
Yeah, I seen that.
Blueface was looking real nice against him, but
he didn't look bad.
And I don't think Floyd would like make a nice video for anybody.
No. Yeah, Blueface looked like he can kind of hold his own, He's long as shit, he's a tall, long guy. And he was using that jab. Now, Floyd was he was touching him and a little bit and stuff off the clip I seen. But yeah, Blueface didn't look terrible compared to a fight I seen him fight. Man, Blueface made big improvement. He must have been taking some lessons.
Yeah,
I saw the same thing too.
Yeah. He's got to be. But so otherwise, man, your post-boxing career, it looks like life is going good so far.
Yeah. No struggles, everything's good on this end, man.
I gotta hand it to you, man. 6 kids and still finding time to train. Salute to you, my friend.
Yeah,
man,
appreciate it, man. Yeah, and train kids that come over here.
Yeah, God bless you.
Yo, anybody ever tell you kind of look like Josh Allen?
Who?
Josh Allen.
Ain't that a quarterback?
He's got to drag the football into it. See that? He's got to drag
it. Bills, man.
Anything to get his team into the conversation.
I
He
don't.
kind of looks like him though.
I keep up with football through like the ESPN app, but for watching games and really knowing, I like I said, I heard the name. I called it's a football player, quarterback.
Yeah.
But to say I'm not very knowledgeable about it, no.
Well, you do look like him. So if you ever see,
you look like him.
yeah, if you ever see the Josh, and maybe after he retires, if you ever see the Josh Allen story being turned into a motion picture, go out for the part.
Yeah. Is this y'all way of telling me I'm good looking?
I didn't say that.
I mean, hey, regardless of that, man, Josh Allen is phenomenal. So
yeah, he's a phenomenal quarterback. And yes, I'm comfortable enough to say, Mason, you're a good-looking fella, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, man, my son.
I mean, we're all married guys here.
Yeah,
my son's name is Mason.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got a Mason in the family. Yeah, and maybe we should start calling him Rock Hard Mighty.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well. He's given us his blessing to pass along the nickname. I mean,
look, go ahead and do it. I ain't never a hater.
That's good. That's good. Listen, man, we really appreciate you doing this, though, man. You've been one of the more a fun guest, Benji's. One of the more fun.
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, this has gone on for a while, and I didn't even know what time it was.
I know. It's been a blast talking to you. I knew it was going to be a good interview. The minute he started out with the Pornhub stuff, I'm like, here we go, man. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a fun guy to talk to, man. But listen, Mason, we really appreciate you doing it. Please stay in touch. We'd love to have you back on again, man.
Yeah. Hey, look. Anytime y'all need or y'all want or y'all got a question or y'all want to talk about something, look, my line's always open. Feel free, man.
We appreciate that. We appreciate
Much
that a lot, man.
Appreciate y'all.
We love you.
Yeah. Happy holidays, man, and all the best to you and the family, man. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, happy holidays to y'all, and thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, love and respect, champ. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right, later, man. Yeah. There you go, folks. Another solid one. I like Mason Menard.
That was an elite. That was a top 5 interview for me. That was great.
Yeah. I gotta say, man.
Interview.
Yeah, I had a feeling Mason Menard was gonna be a.
Tell me he ain't look like Josh Allen though.
Yeah, he does, man. He does, man.
He does.
And he even gave us the blessing to start calling the little guy, man, Rock Hard Mighty, man. So, I mean, he did have me going on that Pornhub shit for a quick minute, though. I thought he was going to.
Me too. He had me for
I'm not going to front, man. I'm not going to front. I thought he was about to spin into, well, early on when I was starting the family, times was tough. I had to do what I had to do.
Right.
I had to jump in a couple porn films. I'm not super happy about it. It's in the past.
Yeah, me too. No funny shit. I really thought the same thing.
Yeah, but an awesome interview, man. That's Rock Hard, Mighty Mason Menard, 36-6, 25 knockouts. Talk about some pop. My man had some pop too. Was in there with 2 of boxing's biggest, brightest stars right now, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Didn't come out on top of it.
Said he fought Bud Crawford his last fight in the amateurs too.
Yeah. And and good on him for being down there in all the temptations of Louisiana and not fucking with all that fried food down there, man.
Oh man,
that's how you keep the rock hard body. That's
I was surprised by that.
Yeah, because
I would be a gluttonous damn fool down there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd be 400 pounds. I'd be 400 pounds in a month. I probably would be. I'm not even going to front, man. I probably would be 400 pounds in a matter of weeks, man. But I don't think I'd fuck with any of that shit that looks like bait. I'm not into that.
No crawfish. But I gotta say, shout out Mason Menard for coming on and having a great interview. Shout out Lexus Arguello for just shutting up and not saying anything.
Yeah, he didn't need it today. He didn't need it today.
And shout out Gary Busey, because I'm going to tell you right now that I can go 15 seconds with anything.
Frankie the Flamethrower. You heard it right from him, man. Right from him. And I will add to that, before we depart, please like and follow us on Facebook. Like and subscribe if you're watching right now, man. Hit the notification bell. And brand new content every week, man. Amazing content, a lot like what you've just witnessed here with our 5-star interview with Mason Menard. I'd give it 6 stars if that's possible, man. I don't know, man. One of the good ones, man. Going to go down in the books as one of the more memorable ones for sure. Good guy. A lot of good insights, man. And I couldn't get around the accent. I love that accent.
Me too. Yeah.
I'm
Me
not gonna
too.
lie, man. A lot of people fucking, bandy about. Oh, it sounds great. Me having a lot of Irish. I love the way the Irish accent sounds, or the British. You know, what I mean, that's kind of considered, attractive. Especially by women when a guy has that kind of accent or whatever. But I'll tell you what, man, that Cajun Creole, whatever they got going on down there, I like it.
Yeah, me too. It's all right.
Yeah, it is all right, man. But yeah, so follow us on Facebook, man, and keep watching the channel, man. Like and subscribe. Always new kick-ass content coming out every week. And you've obviously started the new year right by tuning into us. And if you want to continue to be the champion that you currently are, then wait for it, then you need to roll with the champs.